Hello, greetings, happy holidays. No, I'm not wearing Christmas tree lights around my neck because it's the holidays, but I thought since you whipped out your Christmas tree lights, or your holiday lights, or your Festivus lights, your Festivus lights, remember that show from Seinfeld? That you would have them out. And also, right after Christmas, these will go on sale dirt cheap because nobody wants to buy Christmas lights after Christmas. So they go on sale. Why should you own these for photography? I'm not doing this because it's Christmas, but because Christmas is right here. So this is the appropriate time to do it. Have you ever strung these from a pole? You can't see it, but it's out of the reach over here. String it from a pole or a string. If you could take some outdoor shots in the evening using fill flash, put these between 6 feet plus behind your subject, either colored or white ones like this. Okay, bokeh. This is the neatest bokeh trick ever. Now, here's a really neat trick. Okay, hang some of these behind your subject about 6 to 8 feet away in a fading evening light, right as the sun is setting, or even after the sun has set. Stick a speed light about 8 feet up in the air, point it at the back of your subject's head for hair light, and then stick a reflector in front of that to bring the flash back to her face. But suspend these back where the speed light is, and then you'll just get these beautiful bokeh balls, I don't care how you pronounce it. People either use these or the colored ones, red, green, just obviously it'd be best to avoid the super Christmassy lights that are red and green, because then it looks like Christmas bokeh balls. But I mean, if that's what you're going for a Christmas card, obviously that's perfectly fine. But like all red ones, or intermingle some white strands like this. Just drape them over a string, or drape them between a couple light stands. You bring the light stands up about 8 feet, drape these just like icicles behind your subject. You could use off camera, using a sync cable off your camera for fill flash illumination. f2.8, f2, f1.8. And these behind your subject, they'll knock your socks off. All you have to do is look. I didn't know the Australians call these fairy lights. It figures the Australians would call these fairy lights. I thought that was actually really weird. Someone said, "Oh, fairy lights." I was like, "Fairy what? You mean Christmas lights?" "No, fairy light." Okay, whatever. But anyway, wait till after Christmas if you don't already have like 100 strands of this stuff, in your attic or hanging on your tree. And these are incredibly useful for portrait photography. They really, really are. You wouldn't think so, but you have to think of these out of focus and 6 to 8 feet away behind the back of your subject. Or even, if your aperture 1.4 or 1.8, it doesn't have to be that far. A foot or two. When you're talking aperture f1.8, f1.4, I mean, you got a narrow, thin depth of field. So these are really very useful, and they will make amazing portraits. Not just for Christmas time. If you're going to do some outdoor portraiture late in the evening or night, and you got a reflector, a speed light, and a couple light stands, you'll take some amazing portrait shots that will blow people away. All you talk about is 2 light stands, your speed light, which is remotely triggered, a reflector. You can actually illuminate from the back for hair light, and then use the remaining light that's coming around the head off the reflector to do fill illumination on the face. As it's at your feet, or on a light stand with using some clamps, and then some Christmas lights. Very, very handy. I'm surprised I don't see more people actually doing that, but most people don't think about it. It's like, well, what am I going to do with Christmas lights? Well, think about it. Anyway, hope that gives you some ideas. You got to think of stuff out of focus and how you can use that for your portraiture. Okay? Bye.